What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye Black. Shout out to everybody tuning in. I want to talk about Anthony Edwards, okay? Another day, another story about Anthony Edwards having women problems, right? I just want to say this. Anthony Edwards is a phenomenal basketball player. I think he is the future of the NBA. I really do. He has all the tools, personality that it takes to be the face of the league. But the one weakness that he has is his off the court antics when it comes to women. Now, this is a guy who apparently is in a serious relationship but continues to get numerous women pregnant. As a matter of fact, I believe he has 3 baby mamas and currently is in a situation where he is fighting paternity for an additional woman, a 4th woman. Her name is Ayesha Howard. Now, the interesting thing about her, she's no stranger to dating famous men. She actually has a child by rapper Lil Baby. They have a child together. And she's 36 years old. As a matter of fact, I believe she started dating Lil Baby when he was younger. But we don't hear about those stories, right? When these grown women are dealing with young men who are younger than them, nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about the fact that we can talk all day long about Anthony Edwards and his antics and off the court and how he continues to get in these situations. But this is a 36-year-old woman. And I read some of the comments on some of the blog posts on Instagram, and they talk about how she's always in the shade room comment sections or some of these other blog comment sections talking about other people being in other people's business. This is what these heifers do. Y'all don't think they are, they notice celebrity situations. They want to be a part of that. And people are saying, well, how did he ended up meeting her? I mean, it's very simple. This woman is very good, probably, at networking her way through DMs and messages. And I'm pretty sure she noticed him before he noticed her. That's how this works. The reason why you see so many of these athletes with the same women is because these women are getting into contact with them. 36-year-old woman. Anthony Edwards is 23 years old. 23. With 3 baby mamas. And this 4th woman is wanting to claim that he is the father of her child. The thing is with Anthony Edwards, again, he's a guy who's a really good NBA player. He's learning, he's progressing, he's getting better. But the one thing he needs to get better at is being, more disciplined off the court, because he's going to find himself in child support purgatory if he continues to deal with these women who clearly see him as a check and nothing more. These men, a lot of these guys, a lot of these young guys are all dating the same women because these women are getting into either they're meeting them at get-togethers, parties. They're being linked by other women, because you got to understand, these women talk to each other and these women help each other get athletes. That's what they do. And if a woman knows an athlete, she'll hook her friend up with him. Or you got women who will follow these guys, like their pictures, even send them messages. Women are very good at getting in a guy's viewpoint, right? Wherever he is, women know how to get around them. And I'm pretty sure that this woman, who's 36 years old, already has a child by rapper Lil Baby. I'm pretty sure that she worked her way into his view. And y'all want to talk about how women are more mature than men. It don't seem like it these days. It seems like you have a lot of these women that are not growing up. The older they get, the worse they get with their behaviors. They want to compete with these younger women, and they go deep into depths of slordom in order to do that. And that's what looks like what's going on here. Let's get to the story real quick. This story is everywhere, by the way. According to page 6, NBA star Anthony Edwards petitions Lil Baby ex Ayesha Howard for paternity child support. NBA star Anthony Edwards has taken Ayesha Howard, who shares a child with Lil Baby, to court to confirm whether or not he fathered a child with her, Page 6 has exclusively learned. Court documents obtained by Page 6 Thursday show the Minnesota Timberwolves player, who's 23, filed a petition for paternity and child support. How much you want to bet that that somebody had to get on him to do this? Or maybe he did it himself. Again, he has these other baby mamas, and he don't want to be stuck in child support purgatory. He is looking for the court to demand genetic testing for him, Howard, and the minor child in question. If genetic testing shows that the father of the petitioner requests an order establishing the minor's child paternity, the documents filed in Georgia in September state. A status of conference has been scheduled for the case November 13th. See, do I talk about decisions? These young men are getting wrapped up with these older women who know better. Like, why are you having unprotected relations with a 23-year-old? Oh, it's because you want to have a baby. That's the only way, because you weren't in a relationship with him. It doesn't seem like you're in a relationship with him at all, unless I missed something. You were secretly dating him. He was probably buying you things. There's a video of her going shopping last year, and it said an NBA player bought her something or something like that. That was probably Anthony, who she was dealing with last year, and she ended up getting pregnant by. But again, she's a millennial. We're around the same age. She's a year older than me. Millennial women have a tough time dealing with growing up and aging. So they're trying to compete with these Gen Zers. This is why Gen Zers have no hope when it comes to understanding womanhood, because they're in competition with older women. And it ain't just the 30-something-year-olds. You got the 40-something-year-olds. Even the 50-something-year-olds are trying to compete with these younger women. That's why I told y'all they have absolutely no hope of really having any true happiness as far as relationships and dating. Page has reached out to Howard to comment on the filing, but did not get a comment back. Okay, the influencer, who goes by Little Miss Golden on Instagram and boasts more than 500,000 followers, has not posted about a recent pregnancy or welcoming a child. I wonder why. However, she has been mysteriously absent from her profile in recent months. Her last post was shared May 21st and featured her posting a neon green outfit that showcased her body. Howard already shares a young son, Jason, with Lil Baby, and she currently features him, and of course, because she's proud of her child support check, basically. Edwards, for his part, is much more private about his children, but is rumored to have welcomed at least 3 kids in a short period of time recently. According to People, the Olympian basketball player welcomed a baby girl with his girlfriend Shannon on March 2nd. He reportedly left a Timberwolves game during halftime to be there for delivery. So he has a child by his girlfriend and I believe 2 others. Shannon, whose last name the outlet did not disclose, shares an older son with rapper Chief Keef. Then the Atlanta Black Star reported in July that a woman who went by Allie D on social media claims Edwards had a little girl before our son, literally a month ago. As you can see there. I think I might have spoken on this, but this is why I tell y'all, these players need better men around them to give them good advice, because it's very clear they're not getting good advice. Are they listening to it? Or maybe just Anthony's a young guy who's getting all these women he's attracted to coming at him, and he can't contain himself. But you got to understand there are consequences to having unprotected relations. Children can be involved, and these women are doing everything in their power to get pregnant by these guys, and they have to understand that. They have to understand that you're just a child support check. Anthony is just a child support check to her, just like Lil Baby is. I have no doubt that she pursued him. I don't think that now again, he could have followed her on social media, but Yeah, she's little bit. Now, and I will say this though, because she's little baby's baby mama, some of these guys getting somebody sloppy seconds or thirds. So he could have just seen her and followed her, but she was receptive to it, probably aggressively accepting of it. These women, they take pride in being a baby mama. The sad thing is they are pushing trauma from one generation to the next because their mothers were baby mamas. Their mothers never had a functional relationship before. And they followed that. Instead of breaking that, they followed that because they want to wear designer things or have designer purses and drive nice cars and go on expensive vacations. But at some point that's going to run out because once that child turns 18, you're not getting no money from that father. Look at 50 Cent's baby mother. At some point, that lifestyle, that money is going to run out. So you know what they do? They go out and try to have more children by famous men. Anthony Edwards is 23 and he already has 3 children and possibly a 4th, and he's only 23. Somebody needs to get in his ear, and somebody, because I've talked about Zion Williamson and messing with the women he messes with, but at least he is becoming a father to a woman he's in a relationship with. And it ain't just women randomly that he's having children by, and they're around the same age. But I think Anthony, if he's not careful, by the time he's 30, he could double that number, possibly even more. We look at what Tyreek Hill is doing in the NFL and all the kids he got. Once he retires, he is going to have a very tough time paying that child support. Because look at all the different women and energies you're bringing into your life because you're making the wrong choices. So let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.